Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be doing a review on the new Peripera in Mood Matte stick. So let's get the review started. And this one actually features 8 colors. Now if you guys are wondering why the name sounds so familiar, it's because they did release the Mood Matte Tint version of this, but this is the stick version. So I'll do like a quick comparison of these two at the end of this video, but let's talk about the stick first. In terms of the stick, it does features 8 different colors, and it has a lot of colors from pink to beige to coral to red, and most of this consists a lot of very light muted shade that is perfect for like springtime look. Now for me, now as summer is probably like a good time to use these colors as well, but for me, I'm the type that just likes to use lipstick color based on like my mood rather than the season. It's supposed to give you like a really nice seamless finish and also a very lightweight finish as well as feeling really soft and moisturizing for those who have really dry and rough lips like me. For me, my thoughts of this is that it is a little bit harder to actually apply on drier lips, just because I feel like the formula for this is a little bit much more, I don't know, not as light as I expected it to be, and so I didn't actually expect it to be like this, because it did state that this would be very soft and moisturizing, because it does contain some ingredients to help really smooth out the lips at all. But that's just my thought of it when it comes to actually applying it on my lip. The packaging is very pretty. It's like very airbrushy looking, and the inside of it is actually like a straight flat tip, which really reminds me of like the 3CE Glow Lip color, where it's like rounded and flat at the same time. It's very nice to actually apply it because it gives you a very nice edge outline on your lips. But again, when it comes to actually applying this, some of it do feel quite rough, and I feel like when it comes to the application, it's a bit of a hit and miss depending on the colors, which I will mention which one feels smooth and which one don't as well. So when it comes to actually applying this as a gradient lip, I find this a little bit of a struggle because it feels a little bit dry when trying to actually apply as a gradient, and by the time I try to like lay it just ends up looking like a full lip. So for me, my recommendation, I wouldn't really try using this as a gradient lip. If you do have dry lips like me, I would just go straight to a fuller lip, but much more of a lighter finish. When it comes to longevity as well, it is very short. Like after eating or drinking, that's it disappears. And I guess because the focus of this is supposed to give you an everyday use type of lipstick, so which means that it's easy to apply whenever you want to apply it. But again, the longevity for this is actually not long lasting at all, so definitely have to touch up during the day. Let's get the swatches started. The first one is called My Own Nude, and this is more like a base color product, and this one is like a nudie beige shade with a combination of peach, and this is much more of a warm tone shade. So if you're looking for something lightweight, this is actually a very pretty color. Number 2 is called Pink Go Up. So from the name, it is a pink, but also it is also a very light tone shade. So this is more like a nudie pink, but also a cool tone base. And I feel like with this one, for me, it's a little bit too light for me, and it make my skin look very flush when I actually apply this. Number 3 is called Rose Fiction, and this is like a mute rose shade, and this is like a combination of warm and cool tone, which I find actually really unique. However, with this one, I feel like out of all the 8 colors, this one I actually struggle applying this because it just feels really rough on my lips, whether I try to apply as a gradient lip or the fuller lip, and it just gives me a very uneven finish, and it does take a while to lay it up to give me an even finish. Number 4 is a coral shade, and this is called Don't Miss Coral. It is a combination of peach and coral, and this is perfect for springtime look, and also great for those who wants like a warm tone color. So I find this a very sweet coral color. Number 5 is called Red Carry, and this is a beautiful bright red shade, and I was surprised that this is actually a cool tone shade because I felt like it was quite warm for me. So I really do like this color because the opacity for this is really nice and it was actually really smooth to apply on as well. Then you have number 6, which is probably my fave color and the color that I've been using quite regularly, and this one is called Mauveholic. So you know, for a person like me who love mauve, this is the perfect name for the coloring of colors that I go for, and this is like a muted mauve shade. And again, I was very surprised that this is actually a cool tone shade because again, I'm not really a cool tone person, but when it comes to this mauve color, I love this so much. And even though the longevity is not the best and you know the formula is a little bit dry, this one however feels so smooth and really nice and really lightweight for me, and it just, for my first impression for this, I absolutely love this particular color and the whole comfort wise on the lips as well. Second to last color, which is number 7, is called Top Tier Hazel, and this is probably the closest brown you would get out of all the 8 colors, and this is combination of hazel brown shade, but also you see a little bit of that peachy tone shade coming through as well. And this is more like a warm autumn shade, and again, this is really beautiful. So if I do have to recommend one brown shade or one peachy brown shade, it would definitely be this particular colors out of the 8. Then number 8 is called City Pop Chili, and this one is like a combination of chili red color but also a combination of brick, but more towards the red undertone base. So I would say that between City Pop Chili and Red Carry is definitely much more brighter, much more redder, and City Pop is much more muted and more downtone and much more brown undertone. I guess because it is like a warm autumn shade, because with Red Carry it is a cool tone shade. So if you wanted to try a warm red shade, this City Pop Chili would be it. So those are my swatches of all of the 8 colors, and if I have to recommend which colors to try out of all of these 8, I would definitely say number 5 Red Carry, number 6 Mauveholic, and number 7 Top Tier Hazel. Those are the 3 colors that I would definitely recommend for you guys to try. Now, comparing this with the Mood Matte Tint, again, formula wise is completely different. When it comes to the Mood Matte Tint, it does have 5 colors at the moment, and Mood Matte Stick has 8, but honestly when it comes to the tint, it is still one of my favorite formula, and I actually love how light it is, how soft it is, and gives you a really nice lightweight moussey texture compared to the stick. So if I have to pick one, which one I prefer, I probably still prefer the tint because I feel like this is something much more comforting, more moisturizing on my lips. However, with this particular tint, it does accentuate a lot of my dry patches. So that's one of the differences between the tint and the stick, where the stick actually doesn't accentuate your dry patches at all, which I think is great. But when it comes to the tint, that's the only downside to it. But when it comes to the formula wise, I actually prefer the tint more. And when it comes to colors, I do have like some that I like here and some that I like from the stick as well. And longevity wise, I would say that the tint probably lasts longer than the stick as well. So I hope you guys enjoy my review. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have tried the stick as well down below and your thoughts, because I would love to know. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.